Big drama just unfolded on the set of Basketball Wives Season 12. Shaunie Henderson, the powerhouse behind the show, has reportedly kicked Brooke Bailey off the cast, a move that has shocked even the most seasoned members of the crew. But why did this happen? Was it betrayal, deep-seated secrets, or something even darker that Brooke never thought would be exposed? Well, keep watching, because what we've uncovered is truly shocking. Today's video dives into a huge, unexpected development that's taking over social media. Shaunie, the queen of Basketball Wives, has supposedly removed Brooke Bailey from the show this season. And if you think the on-camera drama is wild, the off-camera tension is even more intense. This isn't just about petty disagreements or typical reality TV spats. This involves jealousy, broken friendships, and possibly even a secret Brooke tried to hide. In this video, we're going to explain everything that led to Brooke's departure, how Shaunie's decision is shaking things up for the cast, and the rumors surrounding Brooke's behavior behind the scenes. Trust us when we say, this is more than just drama. It could change careers, and we have all the details. So, stay with us until the end, because what we've found might completely change your view of both Brooke and Shaunie. When Season 12 of Basketball Wives started, fans were thrilled to see Brooke Bailey make her return to the show. The producers shared teasers and clips that had everyone excited. But behind the scenes, something didn't feel quite right. Brooke came back with a new image, opening up about the heartbreaking loss of her daughter in 2022, and sharing that she was healing and moving forward. Many fans thought they'd see a calmer, more authentic version of her. At first, that seemed to be the case, but as the season progressed, things began to shift. Some of the other women on the show began to feel that Brooke was using her sad story to keep herself in the spotlight and secure more camera time. According to a crew member, the producers initially supported Brooke, but Shaunie, who still holds significant power in decision-making, started watching her more closely. That's when things started to take a turn. In the early weeks of filming, Brooke reportedly had arguments with both old and new cast members. These weren't just public spats. There were off-camera moments, private interviews, and behind-the-scenes drama that fueled the tension. As the season went on, strange tweets and Instagram stories began to surface, hinting that Brooke was trying to stir up fake drama and turn cast members against one another. Here's where things get even more shocking. A cast member, who requested to remain anonymous, informed the production team that Brooke had been secretly recording private conversations using her phone. The intention was apparently to use those recordings later to stir up drama. If true, this would be a major violation of the show's rules. But things didn't stop there. Brooke went on to make a move that led to Shaunie's final decision to remove her from the show. What exactly did Brooke do? Well, it all started at a dinner, one that was supposed to be casual. Food, drinks, and some light conversation at a rooftop restaurant in downtown Los Angeles. But, as with Basketball Wives, things quickly escalated. According to sources who were at the dinner, this night turned into the moment that would change everything for Brooke. She arrived late, looking stunning, but with an attitude that many found a bit too bold, maybe even aggressive. From the moment Brooke sat down, the mood shifted. It wasn't just about her being late, it was the energy she brought into the room that felt off. Before long, what was supposed to be a chill gathering turned into a full-blown confrontation, complete with shouting, threats, and cameras being turned off. That's when Shaunie made her decision, and Brooke was out. Of Shaunie Henderson and the show's authority. Brooke's Instagram Live went too far, breaking unwritten rules of reality TV where loyalty to the network and the executive producer is sacred. What was meant to be a way for her to share her side and repair her image ended up being her undoing. When Brooke went live, she crossed a line that no one on the show dared to cross. By accusing Shaunie of favoritism and exposing secrets that were meant to stay behind the scenes, she made herself a liability. The producers, who had already been growing weary of her behavior, saw this as a direct challenge to their control. The consequences were swift and severe. Despite her public outburst, neither VH1 nor Shaunie responded in public, which was, in itself, a power move. This silence spoke volumes. They were cutting her off. Shaunie, the powerhouse behind Basketball Wives, had already made up her mind, and there was no going back. What followed next shocked everyone involved. Brooke didn't even hear the news from Shaunie herself. Instead, it came from a production assistant during a routine wardrobe fitting. She was informed that her scenes were being cut and that her position on the show was terminated. The decision was final. Brooke had been fired, but the backlash didn't end there. The producers sent legal warnings to Brooke, making it clear that she had violated important privacy and confidentiality agreements. Her reckless Instagram Live, which she hoped would be a show of strength, turned out to be the exact thing that sealed her fate. Her outburst had made her unpredictable and too much of a risk for the show's image. As one former Basketball Wives cast member anonymously told a blog, Brooke's actions proved the network's worst fears. She was a danger to the show's stability. In the world of reality TV, breaking the fourth wall or openly challenging the power structure is not something that goes unnoticed or unpunished. Brooke's attempt to expose secrets, manipulate the narrative, and question Shaunie's influence was too much. What was meant to be a dramatic moment to regain her position turned into a costly mistake. And while she might have hoped for a different outcome, it seems clear that her time on Basketball Wives is over, for good. The Basketball Wives production team is causing a frenzy in the reality TV world. According to an anonymous insider, there are talks behind the scenes about the possibility of Brooke's story being featured in a documentary-style exposé. This leak suggests that Brooke might be preparing to tell her side of the story in a much bigger way. The idea is to dig deep into the toxic behind-the-scenes dynamics, the manipulation of storylines, and the influence of Shaunie over the cast and the show itself. If this happens, it could completely change the public's perception of Basketball Wives, and it might even force VH1 to reevaluate their approach to the show. The truth behind the scenes could be far darker than anyone realizes. According to Brooke's own claims, many of the fights and tensions seen on camera were not organic at all. She accused the producers of stirring up drama between the women, encouraging fake fights, and editing the show in a way that portrayed her as a villain. She also hinted at the powerful influence Shaunie holds over the women, saying that some cast members who had a history of trouble were protected by her because they knew too much about the behind-the-scenes drama from past seasons. But Brooke didn't stop there. The most shocking claim was that she has evidence, physical proof, of everything she's saying. Screenshots, voice recordings, and even copies of messages between producers and cast members that could blow the lid off of what really happens on the show. She has threatened to release everything, and fans are eagerly waiting to see if she will follow through. The revelation that she's holding on to this information has set the internet on fire. Discussions on Reddit and Twitter have exploded, with many fans wondering if Brooke will expose everything in a tell-all book, a special TV event, or possibly a new show of her own. However, Brooke's continued attacks on the show haven't come without consequences. There's a growing sense that she may have burned every bridge possible within the TV industry. Sources close to the show are saying that Shaunie has been working behind the scenes to ensure that Brooke is blacklisted from other networks. It's rumored that Shaunie has made calls to prevent Brooke from appearing on other shows, and if the rumors are true, this could have lasting consequences for her career. Despite this, Brooke hasn't shown any signs of slowing down. She's taking the fight to social media, podcasts, and interviews, claiming that she is the victim of a toxic, manipulative environment. She has consistently challenged Shaunie's authority, and now it looks like she's pushing back even harder. But the bigger question remains: will Brooke be able to pull off her revenge? Is she really capable of taking down Basketball Wives and Shaunie Henderson's empire? Or will her fight backfire, leaving her without a career in TV? As the mystery around Brooke Bailey's firing from Basketball Wives continues to unfold, one crucial detail is emerging. There may have been more at play than just Shaunie Henderson pulling the strings. According to a source inside the production team, there was a much bigger force behind the decision to cut Brooke from the show. Someone with more control, more influence, and a clear agenda to ensure the show stayed on track. But who is this mysterious person, and why did they want Brooke silenced? Stay with us because in the final part of this story, we're diving deep into how reality TV really operates behind the scenes and what Brooke might have uncovered that led to her sudden exit. A few weeks after Brooke's unexpected departure, something strange began to circulate in the entertainment world. A well-known industry insider posted a tweet that shook everyone. Sometimes the person pulling the strings is not the one on camera. Shaunie did not fire Brooke. Someone else did. That tweet opened the floodgates, leaving fans, bloggers, and insiders scrambling to figure out who had made the final call on Brooke's exit. Was it a higher-up at VH1? A new face behind the scenes? Or was it perhaps another cast member with secret connections and power over the show's direction? Let's break down what we know. Over the past 2 seasons, significant changes have been happening in the Basketball Wives world. While Shaunie has always been the face of the show, some reports suggest that VH1 brought in a new creative consultant, someone with a fresh vision for the show. This consultant, whose name is still unknown, reportedly wanted to change the style of the drama on the show. The goal was to keep the chaos we love to watch but remove anyone who might be too unpredictable, too difficult to manage, or who could cause real damage to the show's brand. And that, unfortunately for Brooke, seemed to describe her perfectly. After the explosive dinner and her controversial Instagram Live, it was clear that Brooke was no longer fitting the mold of what the show's new creative direction was aiming for. This raises an important question. Could Shaunie have been the one to fire Brooke? Some say she might have agreed with the decision, but it's possible she was simply carrying out orders from the top. It's been suggested that this move wasn't solely about personal animosity or drama, but a strategic decision to protect the show's public image and long-term viability, particularly in a time when competition from other reality hits like Love and Hip Hop and The Real Housewives is fierce. But here's the most shocking part of the puzzle. Brooke has been hinting that she found something much deeper than just cast gossip. Some insiders believe that during her time on Basketball Wives, Brooke came across confidential documents, something far more explosive than mere behind-the-scenes drama. These documents, according to the rumors, could reveal how the network edits scenes, manipulates storylines, and fabricates situations to keep the audience hooked. If Brooke uncovered these secrets and attempted to expose them, that could explain why she was removed from the show so abruptly. She wasn't just a problem for stirring up drama. She was a threat to the very way reality TV operates. This insight changes everything. If Brooke really discovered how Basketball Wives, and maybe other reality shows, are carefully controlled by producers to create a certain narrative, that would explain why the network and the producers were so quick to shut her down. The world of reality TV, it seems, is much more scripted than we could ever imagine. As the silence around Brooke's firing continues, fans are left wondering if she will eventually spill everything. Brooke herself has been quiet for now, but her social media behavior hints at something brewing. In the days following her Instagram Live, she posted cryptic stories, blurry images of contracts, old messages with producers, and quotes like, "Play with me if you want." The truth always finds the light. She also started liking and commenting on posts that criticized Shaunie and the show, fueling rumors that Brooke is preparing to go public with what she knows. One message, in particular, caught people's attention. "They thought I would just take the loss and stay quiet, but I saved everything. I have proof, a lot of it." That line sent shockwaves through the internet, with fans on Reddit, Twitter, and other platforms speculating about the evidence she claims to have. But not everyone is supporting Brooke. While some fans rally behind her, others question her motives. Is she doing this for revenge? Or is she simply trying to stay relevant after her exit from the show? Some people even accuse her of trying to destroy the very show that made her famous. Could she be trying to build her own brand, or get her own platform? Or is this truly about exposing the ugly truth behind Basketball Wives? Meanwhile, Shaunie remains silent. But sources close to her say she is working quietly behind the scenes to protect the brand. One source revealed that Shaunie's power isn't just on screen. She has the ability to cut ties with anyone who threatens her empire, and it's likely that Brooke's public outbursts have made her a target. But even with all the power Shaunie holds, there's still the question of whether the network itself has already decided to distance itself from Brooke, possibly blacklisting her from future TV deals.